So I'm so very excited to finally be getting around to doing my closet tour. This is a very affordable idea. I had seen a lot of these videos here on YouTube, and most people use the IKEA system, which I just thought was a little bit too expensive for my taste. So I went with something so much more affordable, and everything will be below. The links in the description bar to where I purchased this closet piece. It's a complete DIY. I did it by myself. You can do it by yourself. You don't really need help at all, but two hands is even better. And in my last place, we did have a walk-in closet, and I wondered how in the world would I get used to a wall-to-wall closet. Now I love it. I don't think I ever want another walk-in closet again. But we're gonna get started. So here is the first set of doors, and I'll be throwing in the before and after pictures as I'm going along. And I'm gonna have to also get some lighting. Make sure we have enough lighting because we can't depend on the sun. The sun is no longer on our side today. So yeah, you should be seeing overlapping the before pictures, how the closet was made, and the headache that it was giving me. And like I said, I looked at IKEA systems. I was like, too expensive. There has to be a better way. So yes, here it is. And I have 2 units, and each unit was $120 a piece, totaling to $240. You can't see all the way back, but I'll get to that side because it's really dark. They have the different textures that you can buy. I actually chose the stainless steel because I just felt like, you know, it's a little bit more pricier, but not too bad. But I wanted something that would last. And each rack holds 250 pounds. And it's 2 racks. It's the top one, and then we have the one below, and then you have 2 racks at the top where you can put things. I use my top racks for my purses. That middle little basket I use for scarves, and just, you know, my purses. I just kind of stack them up there. It's like my organized confusion. And then for the sidebars right here, I use to store my shoes, you know, neatly. And then you'll see hanging around just random stuff like my accessory. I apologize for my camera's technical difficulties, but yes, they actually expand out even further, but because I have 2 units, I couldn't expand them completely out. So this is, you know, as far as they go out, which is fine because I can still fit a lot of things. So at the top, they have like 2 units where you can lay things, and it had that little middle opening where the only way you can close that gap is if you were to pull in the racks closer, but I needed them extended out to as far as it would go in my closet. So that's why that little gap is there. So what I did was just use this little basket. I picked up 2 of them from clearance on Marshall's, and I used that to store my scarves and gloves and things like that. And then for the whole top rack unit, I used that to put my handbags, travel bags, all types of handbags. I just use that level 4, and it really works out because the closet has a nice height. You know, I can really get some stuff up there, but I try not to put things too close to the ceiling. And then these racks on the side, which is 4, I use that to store my shoes. And you know, you could probably fit more in there, but I don't want them to be too clumped together. So that's how I decided to display them. And behind some of my shelves, you'll notice that I have like hat boxes, shoe boxes, because I just love to collect nice decorative boxes. And what I have right here in the first area is like, you know, my robe, my slippers. And let me explain something to you. I do live back east, and we experience all the 4 seasons. So my closet does look a little slightly cluttered because I have things in there that is suitable for all seasons. Some people put things away in the basement, in the attic, but me personally, I ain't got time for that. So I just work it out and put everything, you know, in one space, and so far so good. It's been working for me. So on the top, I have dresses. I have like dresses for the summer, you know, just lounging out around the house, dressy attire, like everything is just sort of mixed in. I do have like, you know, maxi dresses, you know, dresses for any occasion basically are all in here. And I do try to have them somewhat organized and sequenced in a way where I can see my things. I have to be able to see it, because for so long I would have things hiding, have things stashed, and I'm getting to the point like, no, you know, you want to be able to see your things. Now at the bottom, I'm not about to squeeze all in there, but I have my skirts. Well, actually, at the beginning, I have some tunics and I have some blouses. You can't really tell. Some stuff is kind of dropping to the floor, some of my longer garments. But then I also have some skirts. And then down, you can kind of see where my Levi's are sticking out. You know, so that whole level I used for my Levi's, slacks, skirts, and then there's some random like blouses and stuff in there. So that has been completely working out. And throughout the whole closet, like I said, it's my purses, which I just lay at the top. Now I'm going to open this part. Pictures so you can understand exactly what I'm talking about, and you can see how the units will look before you actually install them. And it's so cool because literally with these things, the only time that you need to break out some tools and screw is for the racks. But other than that, the whole unit is basically you're twisting and screwing everything together, just basically using your hands. It's so cool. It's so easy. And like I said, this unit comes in different materials, but I went with the stainless steel because I just wanted something that will last. And each unit is $120. Depending on your closet size, you may only need one unit because like I said, you can check the widths, but it expands pretty far, but I needed two. But so that came to $240 plus free shipping, which is like excellent. But yeah, so here's where, you know, I put my shoes in these little drawers I got from a store called Aldi's. This is like a little grocery store I go to, and I put my sunglasses in there. That was only $9.99. I brought a few of those, and I actually wish I would have brought more. And I keep my little clutches in these drawers, and it's so cool because they just kind of like slip in and out. And again, you can see your things. And then I'll randomly have like some shoes, you know, squeezed in on the side because again, it's not too much space to store shoes, so you kind of have to work it out. So what I did is in each slot, I put like a pair of shoes behind it, except right here because I wanted to kind of display my box, so I didn't go there. But in every other unit, I have like shoes that are kind of located behind it. So, you know, you figure out your little system and your way to work it out, but that's the way that I did it, and I just really love this area. It's so convenient. And then another thing that I want to mention is I have this little stool that I found on HauteLook, and you can probably find these too, and it's so super convenient. You can probably even find these on Amazon for even cheaper, but I actually have two, and it's just a nice little little ladder thingy where you can get to your stuff that's higher up. I'm a pretty decent height, so I don't have too many problems, but at times when I want to reach some of my higher bags, it's just convenient to, you know, grab the little step stool or whatever. So now I am going to open the last part of the closet because this door sometimes kind of gives me a headache, and show you guys how I have my jackets and coats systematically and how I worked it out. All right. So here's the other side of the closet where I keep my coats, and you know, like I said, I do the best that I can. I ain't gonna even act like I have it all together because sometimes it gets crazy. But like as you can see, this coat is still looking for a home, and this is a coat that my sweet mama Belle gave me while I was in California visiting home. And yeah, so it's kind of puffy, so I'm still trying to figure out where, you know, I'm going to store it, but I really like it because it's perfect for the winter and it's white, and I do believe we should wear white in the winter. But anywho, this is where, you know, all my coats and jackets are, so I try to keep my longer coats more towards the back of the closet, and I try to kind of color coordinate them. Another thing, I would have a lot more room if I didn't have these wooden hangers, but that's the only time that yeah, Mother Dearest will like come out, because I don't go for the wired hangers at all. I am not a fan of the wired plasticky hangers, so the wooden hangers are a little bit more bulkier, but I don't mind it. You can pick these up in your thrift store. They always have wooden hangers because when people donate things, they sometimes bring them in on wooden hangers. You can get them for still there. Initially, when I first made my transition back east, I picked mine up from IKEA, and they were a pretty good deal. So almost everyone has wooden hangers nowadays, Burlington, Marshalls. But yeah, so I would have more room, but I love my wooden hangers. I just think it gives your closet a very clean look. So I have a few kind of blazer type jackets mixed in, but for the most part, starting with the beginning, I have biker jackets, and I have, you know, my longer coats, and like I said, I try to keep it somewhat coordinated, color coordinated, so I'll know right where to go when I'm looking for a certain color. And then at the bottom here, I just have all of my blazers, and again, they're somewhat, you know, color coordinated, and a little bit of my blazers at the bottom kind of look a little bit crunched because there's like shoes hiding behind there. Yes, you know, it gets real. Like I said, I ain't acting like I have it all together with organizing, but you know, I try to do the best that I can. And back east is kind of hard because you really do need big garments, like big coats to be warm, and as you can see, my big real deal snow boots, because you know, for the longest, I didn't invest in real snow boots. And when it comes to shoveling snow and just maneuvering after a terrible blizzard, you want to be safe. It's not about being cute. You need some real deal boots. So, yeah, I have a lot of, you know, boots, and that can kind of take up a lot of space. So, you know, I just work it out the best I can, but I must admit these closet systems have really, really helped me a lot. And for the price, you can't beat it. It's so quick. The hardest thing, or the longest thing, is really just organizing your stuff, putting it in, but putting a system together is nothing. The biggest ordeal is going to be when you're taking your stuff out of the closet, going through that transition, and I'll show pictures of the tornado. You should see them overlapping, like how bad it got in here. It was pretty crazy, but I am very, very happy with the outcome. Then right outside, oh, and let me get into this corner. I just have a few purses that are hanging up. You can do that, you know, with your long strap purses. You can kind of hang up a few of them, but not a lot. And you guys will probably come up with little ideas or different things that maybe you can like even get stuff to hang from these little bars to even store more things. You just get creative and, you know, you work it out. But that's what I did for some of my longer purses right there. Then right outside of the closet is just my bookshelf and then my shoe shelf. And those last bit of shoes right there, I really didn't initially have plans for putting them there, but my sweet Mama Belle, and I say this with all appreciation, Mama, she gave me all of those flat shoes when I was in California, and being a mother of two, I need flat shoes, and she gave me some that are super, super cute, so I'm super excited. But she was also supposed to send me the rack that you can hang on behind the door, because she has a really, really good one, but she hasn't gotten around to sending it yet. But whatever, I can always go pick up one, and I'm gonna put that somewhere so I can just slide safe. But yep, that's pretty much it. I hope that this is helpful to some of you out there, because like I said, it was a struggle for me, you know, looking at the IKEA closet set. I mean, it's really nice, don't get me wrong, it is, but just for me, I did not want to spend that much money. And I think this looks just as classy, just as chic. You know, I really do like it. I think it's very boutique-y. It really has that feeling, and for a fraction of the price, because you know, that's what's more attractive to me, the price rather than the look. But it truly did all work out, and because I was able to work it out, I definitely wanted to drop this little jewel with you, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, please feel free to put the questions or comments below, and I will try my best to get back to you. Coming real soon, I will have the rest of the room tour, and I think I'm just gonna knock it out today, so that video will definitely be somewhere near this one, like right after it, because I think I'm just gonna go ahead while I have decent lighting and knock all these little videos out. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye bye.